Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? Now today's map down below looks very much like a dinosaur's head eating a lamb cutlet. Am I right? It does, doesn't it? I don't know if it was intended. There's no clues in the description as to whether it's meant to be a dinosaur island, but that's how it appears to me. Right, now let's talk about a different map for a few moments. My map number 2, which is currently in the process. Map making is out from last night. It's coming along very nicely indeed. We'll be starting on all the detailing very soon. So if you want to keep up and check and see how I'm doing, that's out now on the channel. Also coming out on the channel tonight, I can't guarantee it's definitely going to happen, it's all going to be very technical, is my first ever live stream. Now it's not going to be Cities Skylines for technical reasons, I'm preempting this one, but it'll be XCOM Enemy Unknown, and even if you're not into XCOM, you might want to come along and interact, stick something in the comments into the chat, and I'll see if I can reply as we go along. Excellent, right, now all that is done and dusted. Oh, that'll be about 7 o'clock UK time, guys. Now it's time for your daily reminder. Yes, get your finger waggling. Yes, clicking like really does help the channel. It helps me to grow, and the bigger I get, the bigger we get, the more fun we can have together. It's true. It's very true. Okay, let's crack on with today's map. It's called Hydration Nation by BDM'd. Now, this was flying high in the weekly chart a few weeks ago, and so I added it for my list of things to do. There's your start square, all on one little island, like that, thank you. And then there's the resources. It's quite mottled and interesting. I have no problems with that at all. And then off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, shall we have a scroll down and have a look? Well, nothing really. Nothing. There is a recommendation of Al's Tropicity theme and having squares unlockable. So so that's basically what we've got, and that's all there is to say really. Shall we crack on and have a look at the map? Now, don't go expecting top quality roads with this map, okay? Because this is fairly standard. This is fairly standard. We've got this one, well, there's 2 road entrances to the map, and they're all bumpy and lumpy and non-aligned and a bit haphazard. Haphazard, I think, is probably a good word for this map. For the roads, that is, of course, as we come in, and then you've got this first intersection. Now, this will take us around the map. Let's have a look, see what will happen if we carry straight on. I'm just going to flip over this bit here. We'll have a look at that little turn off in a minute. Anyway, there's an exit over there as well. Right, now we're going to go and have a look around the back side of the island. When I say the back side, I don't actually mean like the rear end, the smelly end of the island, although you might seem to think that it is. Now, it's elevated highways, which means that when you get to these high points, you're elevating a hell of a long way, and it looks untidy, and there are trees underneath there and plants underneath there that wouldn't be able to survive due to lack of sunlight. We've got a suspension bridge in the middle of nowhere there, and then we go down to a nice little bridge across to the Start Square Island. This we'll have a look at the island itself in a little bit more detail after the asset break, but I really want to take a look at the moss encroaching onto the roads. We'll have a look at that because there's quite a lot of it on the Start Square Island. We don't see this anywhere else on the map, just here, which is odd. Maybe it's just the extra detailing. Also, look at this. This is raised up so that we don't crush those bamboo trees underneath there. If those bamboo trees weren't there, we could drop that road. Let's do that. Right, they're deleted, and we drop that road down, and instantly it will be better. Not perfect. I'm not proclaiming this to be perfect work. I'm just showing how quickly something like that can be fixed. And there we go. Right, we'll move on. We'll move on. That map isn't updated, by the way. You'll need to do that update yourself, my friends. Now we're going the scenic route here, or so you would think. The scenic route's going to come along in a minute, and it's going to be a real special treat for you guys, because we are going down to street level. I'm going to take the scenic route around the middle of the island. Oh, be prepared for a moment. Now, here we go. We drop down to the highway. We take a turn off to the right. Now, let's assume we turn off by accident. Okay? This is our turn off, isn't it, love? Yep, turn off here, then. Yep. Oh, darn it. No, I didn't mean to. Can we get back onto that highway? Okay, there's no way of turning back. We just better follow this road. Right, now we're on this road. We're going to have to go wherever the road takes us, because we don't seem to be able to turn around. It's all one way. Anyway, the scenic route, ladies and gentlemen. The scenic route. I hope you are prepared for this. Because, well, first of all, it's not particularly scenic. It's scenic in as much as I can't think of any other reason why this road is in place. It's fun. It's very much fun. And I had fun driving up here, trying not to fall off. There's a couple of moments where you'll see I accidentally almost clip through the wall and then cascade to the... because driving with mouse and keyboard isn't the easiest. Oh, careful. Ah, nearly. No, I held on to it, guys. Oh, good. There is a Nigel Mansell moment as well where I'm able to sort of like take the chicane. It's at high speed. It was really nice. Here, ready, vroom, vroom, and vroom again. Ah, felt like Spa. That's motor racing at its best. But anyway, yes. This is still the only route we can take. There's no turn-offs. There's nowhere to stop, park, have a picnic, and there's still no way of getting back onto the highway. Any idea where the highway is? I promise you we will get back to it eventually. Eventually. Oh, who's honking their horn outside my window? How dare they? Can't they see I'm enjoying a little bit of what's mapping? Anyway, probably the most entertaining thing you'll hear in today's show, if that actually carries through onto the microphone. Up the hill again, and up the hill again, and down. Now you're going to see the incredible floating trees of Goa. Down here we will see, yeah, look at this, all the bamboo here. It's all floating. And can you make that out? Only just. Oh, you better see this one. Look at this one here. That's several feet off the ground. The floating bamboo trees of Hydration Nation. I don't know why I said Goa. Don't know why. What? I wonder if Goa has any floating bamboo trees other than what they use for maybe building rafts. Because bamboo does float, of course. Anyway, yes. So that was the elevated bamboo trees. We're still going. We are still going. And now this is the next part is a little bit scary. A little bit scary. If you're not good at fights, hit the subscribe button now and then close your eyes. See that? Yeah, we're going over that. Oh my life. Hang on. I'll try not to fall off. I'll try. Hang on. Up the top here. I think we're near at the top, the highest point of the map. Yep. Whew. Okay, now, and then it's all going to be downhill, pretty much, I think, from this point. And you can see pretty much where we're going to drop down to. I think this is the downhill bit now. Well, this is clearly a downhill. Ooh, let's have a peek over the edge. Ah! No, let's not peek over the edge. Back down the roads. And you can see, there we go. That's where we're working towards. Back down to there again. So yes, this has been the scenic route, the only route. Once you take that turn off, this is your only option. I've no idea why BDM'd has put this road in, other than for a little bit of fun. And if it's for a little bit of fun, they've succeeded, and I can't fault that. Let's face it, these maps are put on for a multitude of reasons, not necessarily just to be great creations. They're for a bit of a laugh, a bit of fun, and I approve of having a little bit of fun. Having said that, it's completely ludicrous. Completely off the top end silly, I've got to say that. and poor quality, silly for that matter as well. Jinky jankies, and even down here, we've got jinky janky on the roads here. So yeah, it's all poor, but we made it. We actually made it around jinky janky. Oh, the king of the jinky jankies there. Deary, deary, dear. You go to all the effort of building what is actually not a bad looking island. Spend a few moments just making the roads look good. Please, please, ladies and gentlemen, please do that for me. The rail, we have a rail connection, well, one looped rail connection. It goes from island to island, up and down, and up and down, and almost submerged in places. And this is as close as it gets to the main island, right here. Then it turns back. Now there is a secondary island over here, which is quite elevated, almost elevated too much, I would suggest for a harbour. So I'm not quite sure how you're going to connect your railway station here to your main island, but there you go. Right, okay, now it's exciting. Let's do something a bit more subdued, shall we? And head off to Assetville for today's asset of the day. Now this one's got a really catchy name. I do love the ones with the catchy names. It's GD1 Tower V1 Moscow, Rico, Russia by Eurasia. And to be honest with you, the name does exactly what it says on the tin, doesn't it? This one's quite fun. Some good colours in it. I think it's one of these that you can use multiple together, push them together to make some interesting buildings, some interesting shapes. And as GD1 Tower V1, well, there's going to be a V2 and a V3. Looking forward to seeing those. It's quite nice indeed. Good quality, fairly good texturing as well. It doesn't look too pixelated, really. And yes, well done. Well done, Eurasia. Thank you very much for that one. So, GD1 Tower V1 Moscow, Rico, Russia by Eurasia, today's asset of the day. As we head off to Themington Island for this week's theme and LUT combo. And this week we're looking at Pax's Fallout 76 theme by Pax the Cat with a Rain Day LUT. And quite gloomy and post-apocalyptic it is indeed. Let's have a look at a couple of factoids, because factoids. On one of the Canary Islands, the mountaintops are so close to each other that messages can be sent by whistling in code between them. That's useful, or you can use your mobile phone. I'm assuming you get a signal, maybe. The Australian city of Adelaide. Adelaide is named after King William IV's wife. I wonder what her name was, though. Oh dear, Bonbon. Oh dear. Go back to bed, my friend. Go back to bed. We'll do a couple more factoids in tomorrow's show, shall we? I've got plenty more where that one came from. Okay, let's go back to our map of the day, which is Hydration Nation by BDM'd. We've got shipping routes here, one that dead-ended just before the bridge. This one, which shorts just before the bridge. Credit where it's due for not actually going through the bridge. We're avoiding all the islands as well with this shipping route by all appearances. And yeah, nothing's grounded. It goes right the way across the map in lots of jinky jankies. No smooth lines, I'm afraid, but it certainly works. Water flow. We have definite water sources in this fantasy map, and to give it its due, it's good water flow pushing out of the mouth of the T-Rex there. Gotta say, it's probably just coughing that lamb cutlet up and sneezing it out. That's the way that water's going. Right, let's have a look at this Start Square Island, shall we? Don't be expecting me to say that these water sources are great or anything, because they're okay. You know, we've got plenty of bamboo trees, but look how steep the island is. Each one of those terrain lines is a metre change in terrain, and so building on this island, it'll be tiered, I would suggest. It's not an easy little island to build on. It looks pretty flat, but it really isn't. One of the new Park Life rocks there, pretty nice in isolation, and yes, we've got this this waterfall coming off from one of these fantasy volcano water sources pumping the water out from absolutely nowhere. Very pretty, lots of fun, and probably the best part of the whole map, I'd suggest. And then if we come over here, we've got another one of these rock ones, and like I say, used one in isolation, but now we're seeing another one, and I'm sort of like losing interest, I'm afraid. And we've got another one of these fantasy water sources. It's not too bad, just a bit silly, of course, but nothing wrong with silly. And those that know me will know that I am the captain of all things silly normally in day-to-day life. I've got loads of little islands, Now, is there a BonBon Island? And the answer to that one is going to be no. Reason? As much as these islands are very nice, if I'm going to live on an island, it's going to be, I want to feel special, right? I want it to be my island. I don't want every man and his wife to have an island. So these are very nice islands, lots of fun you can have with those, setting up ferries and all sorts of things like that. Look at this island, see that's rugged. Yes, no BonBon Islands for me on this particular map. Got loads of extra water sources as well. There's lots of water source going on. There's also lots of drowned trees going on in various places. And as much as bamboo quite likes water, it doesn't like water quite that much, I wouldn't have thought. So I'm not an expert on bamboo, but I do know it probably doesn't like to be completely submerged. We got another water source going on up here. Over here it's going off in 2 different directions. Yep. And loads and loads of drowned trees. I will find some more in a moment for you guys. Yeah, here we go, some more right there. Right, while we have one last little look. Oh, look at this. Let's have a little vote, shall we, guys? Have a little vote. It's is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Stick your vote up above there, and I'll make sure I use it in an upcoming show. Indeed. In fact, last month's show I still need to make, so I'll get round to that hopefully this week. Time is precious to me, I'm afraid. Right, let's give this map some marks, shall we? Aesthetically, somewhere between a 2 and a 3, but I'm not sure which. I'm going to give it a low 3. I can't think of any real reason to mark it down. There's the map. Take away the roads, the map itself, it's okay, I guess, to look at. 3 stars. Detailing, I'm afraid that's the best I can give it. Yeah, it's 1 star for detail, sorry. Gameplay potential, you can have a bit of fun with this map. I'm not sure how much fun you can have with the map. There is lots of limitations. Gonna have to say it's only 2 stars for gameplay, but tell me that I'm wrong in the comments. Hydration Nation by BDM'd, lots of fun. Lots and lots of fun, and I hope that BDM had a lot of fun making it, as much fun as I had reviewing it. It was good. I like maps like that. I can let my hair down, what hair I've got left. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. If you want to vote on another map, there is another map with a vote on the screen now. And yes, of course, join me tonight, all things being well, for a little bit of XCOM live stream from about 7 o'clock UK time, ballpark. Just keep an eye on the channel. Thanks for watching. See you then.